Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Have you ever heard of a cake with 3 types of milk? Well, today we're making tres leches cake. Let's go. And here are the ingredients. You're gonna need milk, vanilla, baking powder, and egg yolks, egg whites, and then you're also gonna need evaporated milk, sweetened condensed milk, and whole milk, flour, and some sugar. And then for the topping, you're gonna need some vanilla, fruits of your choice, sugar, heavy cream, and some mint.
Tres leches cake is a sponge cake soaked in 3 kinds of milk and is a traditional Latin American cake. It became very popular in the US in the 80s due to Latin American immigration.
Alright, first we're gonna take care of our egg whites. Gonna put this in a larger bowl and mix it until light and fluffy. When you start to see some foam, you want to add 1/3 of your sugar.
When working with egg whites, you need to make sure that there's no egg yolk in the bowl with the egg whites when you separate them. The bowl that you're using also needs to be fat-free, so make sure it's really clean, otherwise you will not have a foam building up. Once any kind of fat is involved, egg white will not become stiff.
Take a second bowl and combine your sugar, egg yolks, and vanilla, and then gradually add your milk.
Mixing your egg yolks with the sugar will help them become one, as well as add some air. This will make your cake extra fluffy. Wait until the egg yolk sugar mixture is very light before adding the milk. This will give the sugar enough time to become one with the egg yolks. Earlier I told you it is a Latin American cake. It can be found in Mexico, Cuba, El Salvador, Venezuela, Puerto Rico, and Nicaragua. All of these countries claim to have an origin to this cake.
Next, we're going to combine our baking powder with our flour.
You should always mix your dry ingredients together before adding it to the wet ingredients. This will help the baking powder to spread evenly.
And then I'm adding my flour baking powder mixture to the bowl with the egg yolks and milk. I'm using a spatula for this.
Don't overmix it, really just fold it. If you overmix it, you will get rid of all the air that we just worked on having. So mix it as gently as possible.
Now take your egg white and mix that with the rest of the ingredients. And in the meantime, preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit.
And again, be very gentle when mixing in your egg whites. We don't want to lose the air, we want a light and fluffy cake. When I was doing some research before filming this video, I found out that this cake is also quite popular in Albania, Serbia, North Macedonia, and other parts of Europe. But they call it tri leche, and they also add some sort of caramel to it.
Take your batter and pour it into a greased baking dish, then pop it in the oven and bake it for about 35 to 40 minutes.
I really love this baking dish. Fun fact, it used to belong to my grandma when she was still alive. She was a very good cook. Make sure to spread the batter evenly before popping it in the oven.
Alright, take your cake out of the oven, let it cool down, and when it's cooled down completely, mix your evaporated milk with your sweetened condensed milk and your whole milk.
And here's our tres leches.
Take a fork and then punch some holes in there.
The holes will help the cake to absorb the tres leches, so you actually need quite a few.
Take your milk mixture and pour it right over your cake.
Make sure that every part of the cake gets a little bit of that tres leches mixture.
Give the cake some time to soak up the milk. This will take 30 to 60 minutes. Now we need to take care of our whipping cream. I'm going to add my heavy cream to a large bowl.
Then I'm also adding my vanilla. You can choose the vanilla that you like. You can use vanilla extract or vanilla bean. That's totally up to you.
Mix that on medium to high speed and then gradually add the sugar.
There's a bunch of different recipes out there adding more than just 3 types of milk, like coconut milk, goat milk, you name it. Obviously, this will give the cake more flavor, but tres leche is the original.
Now create an even layer of whipped cream on top of your cake.
The whipped cream is going to be our base for our fruit decoration. When you're done, give your fruits a quick rinse and then place them on top of the heavy cream. From what I've seen online, people tend to use strawberries and mint for decoration, which resembles the colors of the Mexican flag. But obviously that's not a must, so go ahead and use whatever kind of fruit you like, especially if strawberries are not in season.
Now it's time to decorate. Use fruit of your choice. I'm using physalis and blueberries.
You can decorate the cake however you like it, but make sure that when you cut it, there's always a piece of fruit on top of the cake.
And here it is, my tres leche cake. If you've liked this video, please smash a huge thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.